Man, this is more fun than time of day activity soon. Oh, it's popping doll. My name's Oliver Live Life 2009. You can just call me, well, Oliver. And I'm still 2001 kid with you on any 2001 game. Read diary of the game, listen to our CDs or music we got from LimeWire, and call anyone who uses Windows Vista discussing your life stuff. And right now, you just call me playing some new Modern Warfare 2.
Anyways, the other day I went to Sanity's in-person stores because I love going there and I'm sure that the stores will be there until the end of time. I had $50 in my pocket, most of it going through the awesome The Life 2007 CD, and the rest going to the cashier to bribe him to let me get the iPhone 3DS for $30. The guy told me to talk to his hand. Anyways, I decided to check the bargain bin and I saw this sweet DVD. Yeah, at first sight, this is like an epic fail, am I right? But this show is actually pretty radical once I put the disc into my PlayStation 3. There's a lot of characters, but I can't remember all of their names. There's the kid who likes eating, the girl with the Pepto-Bismol hair, the jerk. There's the smug kid who's all about theft, which is cool, I guess. There's the town mayor, the other jerk. The town villain who buy all these gadgets but can't buy better education. The cat, and the annoying black kid with the computer.
I know about like that.
It's a really funny show, and the superhero Sporticus makes it even better. But when the show's absurdity isn't making you RFL, because that's a new 2009 slang, it does teach you some actual good tips on how to lead a healthy life that I have proudly followed.
So, I think I'm ready to be a healthy person. Why don't you viewer on YouTube or MySpace what you think is the most healthy first step to starting a new lifestyle?
1, 2, 3. Pick a card and do the challenge.
You know, I actually got DNP this time.
Mixing LazyTown with video games is like mixing soda and water. They're both pretty awesome, but they're not always the best when combined. Fortunately, Nick Jr. did not get that memo, and they made a multitude of promotional Flash video games based off LazyTown. However, these weren't all lazy and round, as the majority were actually made to combine exercise and moving, like the very first one, Get Up and Move. We've got two modes, easy and hard. Easy mode makes you do 4 moves, and hard mode makes you do 8. Since I'm such a hardcore exerciser man, I'll go with hard. The game starts with Sporticus greeting you, and the opportunity to pick 3 characters, Sporticus, Stephanie, or Robbie. You then organize the moves into your very own dance routine. For Sporticus, you got the jumping jack, jump tuck, run in place, and jump split. The jump split is notorious for being a Sporticus move that he's mastered that barely anyone else can do, and definitely not something for 6-year-olds. And that doesn't change just because it's in a Flash game. For Stephanie, you've got a side-to-side jump, a side kick, the step touch, and the twist. For Robbie, you've got swimming, funky chicken, disco, and knee knocking. These 4 are definitely the easiest out of the bunch. Once you've made your routine, you pick 1 of 3 music loops, 1 being Always Your Way, 2 being Bing Bang, and 3 being a hip funky track that wasn't in the show, which is bad, as it's the best of the 3 in my opinion. Once you pick the song, you practice the moves, and you dance. That's it, that's Get Up and Move. I know that all this was a short promotional video game for the first episode of LazyTown, but it is very boring. I mean, when I was 5 and I discovered the existence of this game, I thought it was the most fun thing ever, but now I'm 12, I don't even dare play it. Why is the branding so Nick Jr.? Nothing about this feels LazyTown. Where are the wonky frames? Where is the Berthold Imago font? It just feels slapped onto a template. This game is only playable once before getting bored, but considering that was Nickelodeon's intention, this does fine.
Well, I'm trying to find anyone else on the internet that has this 5-year-old Flash game made for kids, but all we can find are links to the website about the show and fan time about the show. Check out this quote made by the creator of the show, Bagger Skep.
We're making a half-hour show, not a half-hour preach.
So basically, what he's saying is that this game isn't promoted as much as Level Up, because LazyTown has healthiness but not going over the top, and I perceive that this game has too much moving. In other words, I can be lazy, so I have the perfect video game for that.
In 2005, Nick Jr. held a competition for the 28th episode of Season 1, LazyTown's Greatest Hits, and asked the viewers to pick out of 3 songs which was their favorite, and that said song would be aired on TV. You Pick the Hits is a pretty simple game. You pick out of the 3 songs, Step by Step, Good Stuff, and Have You Ever. And I can say, that's it.
Epic fail, LOL, XD.
Why is it 3 of the most forgotten about LazyTown songs that get picked? Whereas it's mine, No One's Lazy, 20 times time. The songs that people actually care about. The songs that people will debate over on Microsoft Messenger. The songs you wouldn't get called slurs for downloading on SoulSeek. Instead, it's 3 of the more forgotten about songs. Anyways, Have You Ever was the winning song, even though I think should be good stuff. I do like how this game does feel like someone who actually worked for LazyTown designed it. It's as addicting as the last game. You can't call it a screensaver since it was made with Flash. You can't call it a game because it was made with Flash. So what do you call this? On the count of 3. 1.
Boring.
I'm a huge LazyTown fan now, and I'd kill for a screensaver done right. But this isn't actually functional as one, and most of the assets stay still, defeating the whole point of a screensaver. It does look nice, and it's a good view of the town. But why do only 4 characters show up? It's called LazyTown, not Lazy 3 grown adults and 1 kid.
I'm gonna take a wild shot and guess that in December 2023, I tried making my own screensaver, but it's so boring you just need to try to make this one an actual screensaver. Anyways, this isn't a bad game, it's not a good game, and it's not even a game, so I can't say anything about it. I need something that's not borderline boring, and I need something that's not borderline exercise, so I think the perfect match for me is a LazyTown Superhero Challenge.
The LazyTown Superhero Challenge is an interesting one. It's meant to be a digital board game made by Nickelodeon, presumably in 2005. The game has you pick either between Sporticus or Stephanie. Once you pick, you click the spinner, and you move forward or pick a card. There are wildcards to move forward and backwards or stay in place, energetic challenges, hide and seek with robot dog, matching challenges, and once you finish, you get a photo to print out. Picking Stephanie is the exact same, except you get new dance challenges. This is a pretty simple game, but I think it's the most fun. It's a simple idea that the target audience catches on to pretty easy, but I do wish it was a harder one so all the kids could play and have more fun with it.
I think that this is the best LazyTown video game because it does everything Magnus wants to show to do. It wanted to make people exercise, but also make people have fun. I think this is my favorite, but I have to play all the others so I can give like a fair rating or whatever. So, on to the next one. Okay, play campaign after this. And play campaign after this. And play campaign after this.
The LazyTown Sports Candy Sprint is broken. It's seriously not playable at all.
I know what you're thinking.
No, this is judging the book by the
hard
cover.
stuff, judging the book by its cover.
Are you serious?
LazyTown from being lazy. Let's play! Hi guys, I'm Sporgus. Robbie Rotten swiped our sports candy. We've got to find him.
Okay, on to catch the fish.
Made simply to promote the LazyTown Pirate Adventure play, this game reeks. Why does he use the vocal version of No One's Lazy in LazyTown and not the instrumental? Better yet, why even use No One's Lazy in LazyTown and not You Are a Pirate? Thank God this is free because it would definitely get the pirate treatment, if you know what I mean. And there are way too many stock images, which are barely used in LazyTown branding. Stock images of a shark and a fish, and a shark that does nothing the entire game. Sporticus glitches, Robbie glitches, the red fish photos noticeably lower quality than the other fish. Sporticus airship is just there for no apparent reason, which makes no sense since you have to see far from LazyTown, I assume. It also sometimes doesn't let you put back the fish, and after that wonderful gaming experience, the ending screen is grammatically incorrect. Well done, your score is insert number here. Play again and try and beat you score. And you can submit your score, though I'm willing to bet a whopping 3 kids actually did do that.
Well, at least this game had connections to the show in some way. It wasn't just some photos slapped into a Flash template. Let's move on to Pixel.
If the name sounds familiar, it's because it probably is. Pixel is a Flash game based off the Season 1 LazyTown episode of the same name, though expanded, and this is undoubtedly some type of Web 2.0 gloss. Anyways, in this game you can watch videos, change the color of the background, print out some LazyTown coloring games, play Pixel's bricks, and throw Robbie in a trash can. If you like LazyTown and you're looking for 30 minutes to kill, this is the game for you. However, the Flash presumably linked to a video file on the Nick Jr. servers, but it's shut down on my version of the game, so that probably puts it down to 10 minutes unless you really like audio. All in all, a seriously fun game. And that's all the LazyTown games as of 2009, right now, because it's 2009. There is a memory game on LazyTown.com, but it doesn't work. The coloring book is fun, but it's a coloring book, and the puzzle doesn't work either.
Well, I can tell you this. I've lost a whopping 0.00000000001 kilograms. But I can say I am slightly healthier now in some way. So let's see if any of the how chips on my penguin. I was reported. In other words, I can be lazy. So that's the perfect game. Boring. Reminds me of how I reminds me of how after I asked for a discount on the iPhone GTS, the cashier made me pay for the pale. It reminds me of how after I wanted a discount on the iPhone GTS, the cashier made me pay the retail price of $879. They gave it to every other customer who wanted it for $50.